Okay, I think now right class is trying to record the session. Yeah, now it's recording. Now it's recording this. So let me set this to be up there. So I was telling you guys about today's market. So waiting for here we can see here the market failed here. So another trade which we're waiting is waiting for the retest. We're waiting for a retest to the trend line. That's what we are focusing on today. So and also, so we are saying if this market comes to this region, we're going to sell. You can see this region we're going to sell, but the market didn't came at that region. So that's why we didn't consider any of the selling. So today we have a strong downtrend. So that's why I was telling you guys that the market has resumed very well. So the market is moving so well. So we should start trading. Yeah. So if you have not started, if you have not think about trading, then the market now is moving well. The market now is moving well. So this was analysis for which you were checking on the market structure. Yeah. So you can see the market does break this just kind of like a consolidation zone. Then so tomorrow we're waiting for the market maybe to give us the structure, maybe retest. Like tomorrow, I'm waiting for the retest tomorrow. I'm waiting for the retest for tomorrow on that region of retest. That region of retest. Okay, so let's check another currency. Maybe which you are checking today. So today we said we'll be trading 2025 will be trading Nasdaq, we'll be trading also gold. So we have added a Nasdaq on our bucket list of you can see this one is today. Actually, the market went correctly as we had predicted. Today is 2nd Jan. So we had said we're waiting for the market to come at this region. You can see, guys, and the market came exactly on that region here. I think we drew this in the morning. So we said that we are waiting for the market. You can see the market came during the New York Open. You can see exactly the market came exactly where we were expecting a pullback to the trend line. So this one was our first touch here. We drew this in the morning, guys. I just realized right now that the market just respected our level. So this was our second touch. Then we're waiting for the market for the third touch here, which the market actually came to this region. So we said we normally take profits at the low of where the body closes, the low, nearest low. Can see where the nearest low is. Can see the market came exactly that region, and the market is trying. I think the market now is trying to form something called triple bottom. I think the market now is trying to form a triple bottom. You can see this one is the first top, second top here, not top, sorry, bottom. First bottom, second bottom, third bottom. So on the third bottom, whenever you see the market forming a third bottom, we normally call a triple bottom market. So a triple bottom market usually signifies the market wants to go on a strong uptrend. So if, for example, you spotted this on a market, for example, you can see the stop loss of 500. It's 492. Let's say 500. And the market went 2,200 pips. So like what is the risk reward ratio? Maybe on the chat box. Risk to reward ratio of that. Maybe on the chat box. 500, 2,000. What is we can use the chat box, guys. What is the risk to reward ratio? Yeah, 1 to 4. Chris Mwangi is saying 1 to 4. Yes, correct. 1 to 4. Yeah, is 1 to 4. Yeah, risk to reward ratio is 1 to 4. So you can see, you can get a good setup on Nasdaq. That's why I was telling you guys that like this year we're going to focus on Nasdaq. So prepare your accounts for Nasdaq. So Nasdaq will be trading on a different account. So like like Nasdaq, guys, Nasdaq is just like a stock trading. So we have been, so 2024, we have been trading currencies, we have been trading gold. I think this year we're going to go bigger. We're going to focus on stocks because I told you guys, like before we break on holiday, we had a long conversation with you guys. It was around 2 hours talk with you. We were discussing about the next year plan, on what we're going to do the next year, which assets we're going to focus, which we're going to trade, which we are not trading on the previous years. So we came up with the Nasdaq. So if you are not in in our last class, which was around 16 December, which when we were discussing about next year plan. So this year we said we're going to focus on Nasdaq. So because people are making money, and we saw together on how the South African traders they were making money. You can see like the other time I showed you, like the guy, he had funded an account. I think it was around $200, and that was the balance of that account, and the equity was running. The equity was running at almost 1,000. It was 1,000 something, 1,500, $1,500. So this means when you get a nice setup on Nasdaq, you can actually get a nice setup. You can actually maximize to make a lot of money on Nasdaq. And I show you guys, Nasdaq works well on trendline. So you can actually trade well on Nasdaq using trendline. You can see here, there's a trend line. So what you can do, if this market is going on a downtrend. So let's for example this one. So if this market continues on a downtrend, let me check it on a 15 minutes chart. Let me check it on a 15 minutes chart. That was a very good trade. That was a very good trade on Nasdaq. This was a very good trade on Nasdaq. So it was breaking the lower low. So I think this market is continuing going down. It's continuing going down. It's continuing going down. So if this market continues going down, maybe again to this area. So the area which you will be so interested is if the markets come to that area. Then I told you guys today that if you want to trade Nasdaq very well, you must understand how the market structure moves. You must understand how the market moves on Nasdaq by understanding something called the market structure, which I'll be teaching you on next week. So next week, I'll be covering that on the course. I've prepared the course. The course is well put. I've set all the examples of it. So we'll just be kicking out on next week class. Yes. So next week we'll be covering on market structure a lot, because I've seen so many people. They've got problem of the market structure. Yeah, so many people know how to trade, but they don't know how to master, like how to identify the structure of the market. If the market has break low of the retest, like for example here, guys. Like for example here, you can see here, this is a structure, guys. This one is the structure. So you can see here the structure, it has been broken. The structure here, it has been broken. So here we've got the break of the structure, retest here again. You see, then the retest here. So then again, there's some people who are waiting for the retest again here to that region. But if you have drawn the trend line, then you can take that as just your trade. So here you can see here, you can get here, you could have get this good trade here and then good trade here. Then always take profit set nearest low. For example here, nearest low. Always stop loss nearest low of it. That's how we trade Nasdaq. So we'll be covering this. We'll be covering this on next week class. I will be covering this on our next week class. Okay, so this one is for, we are doing this for Nasdaq. So let's do it for gold. Because this year we said we're going to trade on gold. Because if you have mastered Forex and you know the good risk management, you have mastered of risking. Let's say, for example, you have a $100 account. So you can decide to risk $3 stop loss on gold. So if you have set a stop loss and the market goes without a slippage, you'll only lose that $3. So there's no need to fear there's no need to fear about the gold. So long as you reduce risk, maybe you reduce the lot size, you can use maybe 0.02, 0.01 with an account of $100, but the reward will be a bit bigger. Yeah, you only lose that amount. That's the small amount which you are anticipating. But back before, but you see, back before, people are saying like don't trade gold. You'll blow an account. You can't blow an account. You can't blow an account if you have mastered this the market structure. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way you can blow the account without the market structure. So you can see how the Nasdaq is always moved. How the Nasdaq always moves, guys. You can see how you can catch a big move. You can just imagine here, you go the first touch here, then you go the second touch here. Go the first touch here, and then you go the second touch here. Then just imagine you go to the third touch here, and you decide to hold that trade, like how the South African traders usually do. They usually got a nice entry on a trade, then they end up with a small stop loss of 0.01. So you can see you can have an account of maybe over $500 on Nasdaq. Then you can maximize by using 0.01. That's a lot on Nasdaq. That's a lot on Nasdaq. That's a lot on Nasdaq. 0.01. Then you'll be taking those trades. You'll be just taking trades on the bar stops. So I told you guys about the bar stops. I told you about the bar stops. You can see how. So you take here 0.01, maybe 2 trades. Then here again, the market comes to this region. You take another 2 trades of 0.01. So that's how you manage. That's how you manage the account. So you can take an account of $100. You can take an account of $100 to $1,500 with Nasdaq by taking trades on the bar stops. I told you guys about the bar stops in the Forex market. So bar stops is where the demand zone. So I think all of us, we have known about supply zone. We have known about, maybe you have heard about supply zone. You have heard about demand zone. So supply zone, demand zone is where you buy when the market is touching the trend line here. So this is called the demand zone in the Forex market. This is called demand zone. Let me just type here. If you've ever heard of demand zones region, this is the demand zone, guys. This is in demand zone for Forex. There's no other demand zone for Forex. Demand zone is where you buy when the market touches a demand zone. You see? So you'll tend to buy on the region whereby the market tends to bounce to the trend line. So if you took a good trade here, 0.01 of Nasdaq, maybe 2 trades, then you take again here on the bar stop, then you decide to hold that trade. You can see how this market has been moving, just on uptrend. So if you take 0.01 here, then if the market reaches here, that's a lot. That's almost $500 on Nasdaq. I think I showed you guys on the previous class on how now the South African traders usually trade Nasdaq. Like most of them. Like when you go to YouTube, then you type Nasdaq, you'll get someone called Sandile Nasdaq, 2 Million Nasdaq. People are calling themselves Nasdaq, name of the Nasdaq. Like for example, me, like Newton Nasdaq. I think I'm gonna be calling myself that very soon, Newton Nasdaq, because I'm becoming in love with Nasdaq right now. Yeah, right. Nasdaq is becoming my favorite currency. So very soon I'll be calling myself Newton Nasdaq. Nasdaq. Yeah, But back before, I used to think Nasdaq is different to trade, something like that. But I've come to realize that you can trade Nasdaq. It's a stock. But this one is very volatile than gold. This one is very volatile than gold. So you must know how to calculate pips. I think the best thing is to understand. The best thing is to understand how to calculate pips. That is the most important thing. How to calculate pips. Then you can trade. So this one is for Nasdaq, guys. So you can get nice setups. You can see how the Nasdaq is moving. It's very fast. It's like a volatility on the currency, but it works very well. It works very well when you know what you're doing. But it works very well when you know what you're doing. Yeah, but when you just guess, then it's going to hit you. Going to hit you. You see how this market first touch here. Let's say being connected. Let's say you see how this market is moving. You can see. Let's say you're drawing on a trend line. The market touches the trend line. Then here was a very nice trade. I could have taken this one. This one I could have taken this trade. You can see how a very nice W on a trend line. So when you get a nice W on a trend line, that's a nice trade. That's a nice trade to take. That's a nice trade to take. You can see it doesn't. You can take, then you set a stop loss, then you hold that trade. You can just imagine you got a nice trade here, then you hold that trade. And this is 15 minutes chart. This is 15 minutes chart. So you can extend the trend line. Then this one was the end of the uptrend, because you can see a very big M pattern here. Okay, so this one is for analysis for Nasdaq. So we'll be analyzing this on a daily basis, Nasdaq, until we trade together. We'll be analyzing this on a Nasdaq until we'll be trading together. So let's check on gold. Let's check gold, guys. Let's check gold. But before gold, let me check maybe the long-term view of Nasdaq. Let me take the long-term view of Nasdaq. Long-term view of Nasdaq. You see how this market. This one is H4. So let me just check on a higher time frame. Let me just check on a higher time frame how these things works. You can see how the market goes on a break on a trend line. The market goes on a break on a trend line. You can see. Let me just. Yeah. I think it's clear right now. I think it's clear. I think it's clear on the other side. I think it's clear on the other side. So you can see here, we had a first touch here, second touch. So here you got your next trade buy, another trade buy. Maybe you got another trade buy here again. Then here the market failed. It failed because this market failed to break this high. This is a slanting M. It's called a slanting M. When the market fails to break a certain level, it creates something called a slanting M. So a slanting M indicates that the downtrend is starting to, the uptrend is now finishing. You can see this is a slanting M. So this means this market, it has failed to break this high. So if I could see this, the market has failed to break this high, I could have exited my position around here. See? Very early, very early. So this one was just a slanting M, just a continuation of a downtrend. So here, what I'm waiting right now, I'm waiting for this market maybe to break this region, to go a little bit down and retest. Then that will be a nice trade. So you can see in 15 minutes still downtrend. On 15 minutes, it's telling us the market is downtrend because the market has broken the trend line. Because the market has broken the trend line. So this one is for Nasdaq 100. So let's check gold. Let's check gold together. XAU USD. So we're going to focus mostly on structure, on trading high, breakout structure, retest, because that's the first foundation of forex. That's the first foundation of forex. XAU USD. Let's check. So always, guys, if you are trading with trading view, always take Oanda. Always take something called Oanda here. See Oanda whenever you are searching for currencies like gold, something like that. So let's take Oanda gold. So this one is gold, guys. This one is gold. Let's check how the market gold is moving. So this one is H4. This one is H4. So I think right now gold is still on uptrend. The gold is still on uptrend. So this one was your first touch. You can see how you did for your first touch here, then second touch. You can see how you got a nice trade, a buy entry on the third touch. That is our third touch. So if you miss to enter on the third touch, I'll be teaching this on next week, but I'm just preparing you guys on how to analyze the market. So after for example, you have this on your chart. So first you can decide to draw the lower trend line, the trend line that is falling down, or both. So you can create something called a channel. So a channel, you can decide to draw like this. You see how? See how it is? This one was our first touch, then the second touch, then boom, downtrend. So if you bought at this area, on the first touch, you're going to exit this market on the ceiling. Where's the ceiling? The ceiling is here, guys. See how you analyze the market very easily? The ceiling is there. So here, when this market reaches at this area, I'm expecting a very strong reversal. So you can decide to go on a lower time frame. You can decide to go on a lower time frame. Boom! Can see how. So after you have mastered the trend line, after you have mastered how to draw the trend line, you can decide to be focusing on a breakout and retest structure. Like for example, when the market breaks structure, you'll be taking those small trades. You'll be adding, let's say for example, guys, let's say right now here, you know that the market is going uptrend. You see, you know the market is going on uptrend market. So what you'll be taking advantage of it, you'll be taking advantage of if the market, let's say the market goes like this on a shorter time frame, maybe on a 15-minute chart or on a 1-hour chart. The market goes like this, when the market moves like this and breaks structure like this. So you'll be waiting on a lower time frame, maybe 30 minutes or 15 minutes, to be taking trades if the market comes back to this area. That is the market structure. Then this one is the market structure. You see, this one is the market structure. This one is purely price action, no indicators on the chart, you and the market. So whenever you trade like this, then you can call yourself a trader. You have graduated. This one is normally on advanced class. We normally have this on advanced class because you yourself, you're analyzing the market on your own. You see, analyzing on the market on your own through analysis through market. So then there's some people who wants to be swing traders. There's some people who want to be swing traders. There's some people want to be swing traders. Yeah. Like me also. Like me. Be focusing on swing trading also. So swing traders, they will normally spot. None of the swing traders on a spot. Let's say you swing trader America hivi. So swing trader on trend line, I'm going to do a spot upper. I'm a spot you trade upper. Then let's say, for example, let's take an example here. Maybe someone is a swing trader. I'm going to go up a first touch, second touch, third touch. So this one was 12th deck. So in market, it went down 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, up 20, 10 days. So this one is on so even as a whole for 10 days. Can hold for 10 days. That is a swing trader. That's swing trader. So swing trader is a swing trader is a person who can hold trade for 10 days, 20 days, sometimes 1 month. Yeah. 10, 15 to 30 days. You can hold trade for 30 days. Sometimes more, it depends on the market. So let's say, for example, someone got an entry here. So you got an entry here with a bullish engulfing here. Maybe you got an entry with a bullish engulfing here. You can see exactly on the touch of the trend line. So you can set maybe your stop loss, maybe just below where the wick is. Just below where the wick is. Maybe 1 pip below, something like that. Then take that trade. Then you're going to exit this trade. So it'll be so you can set the alarm. On TradingView, you can just set the alarm. You can just set the alert. This alert. You can see this alert. we have got this alert of, so you can just set, if this market touches this zone, you can just set this air zone. Let me change it to be a bit black, like that. So if this market touches this level, you're going to exit. So you can set your TP at that region. Then you walk away. For 1 month, for 10 days, for 2 weeks, you walk away. That's how you can trade gold. That's how you can trade swing trading. So swing trading, you can trade or using indicators like the one I showed you guys of Ichimoku, or you can trade using the price action. Exactly. I prefer you master both. I prefer you master the price action part of it, like this, because here, like right now, this market is going to this area, then go down, like this area. So this analysis, you can draw this like this, then you'll be only focusing on this drawing, no analyzing again. So after you have done like this, no analyzing again for the next 3 months, for the next 2 months, because the market will be just moving on this box. The market will be just moving on this box. See, the market will be just moving on this box until when the market will break that box. Until when the market will break that box on a downtrend, then we have something called a retest. Then we normally have here something called an M pattern. An M pattern around this area. Then that is a signal of a strong downtrend, on a downtrend. That is a signal on a strong downtrend market. So this one is how, so for example, someone asked me right now, where is gold heading right now? At least I can show you guys. Gold is heading uptrend until at this region of 2723.322. That's where gold is going to be facing a rejection. Okay. So this one is for analysis for gold. This one is for analysis for gold. Maybe hapo kwa chat, which currency do you want? Maybe we check together. Just type on the chat box. Maybe which currency do you want to we check on the chat box? Joseph is saying we check GJ. Let's check GJ, guys. GPP. It's called GG. I told you guys in the morning that GG is one of the currencies that really works well. Yeah, GG really works well if you have mastered on how the market moves. GG works very well. GG works very well. You can capture more than 1,000 pips on GG, but actually, if you get a nice entry, you can capture a lot of pips on Nasdaq on this. Like for example, this one. Let me check. For example, this one. Like for example, this one, guys. Can see? This one is on a 1 hour chart. See this one. You got here your first touch here. So this one is your first touch here. This one is your first touch here. Then your second touch here. And then where's your third touch? It's here, guys. No fourth touch. Ooh, the market went really down. So we didn't have, again, a fourth touch. So let's imagine you got an entry here. Then you decide to hold this trade. Maybe 500 pips. You can capture more than 500 even on see, 500. Like for example, if you could have set your stop loss, your TP at this region, maybe nearest low. Where's the nearest low? Is here. Actually, most people, I think most people are trading trend line. Most of them, they had set their TP at this region. We normally call it TP1. TP1. If it breaks that region, we normally say the market is going to a TP2. So TP2 is the next reversal region. Next reversal region is we normally call TP2. Then here, then the market broke down, boom. So there's some traders who are waiting for something called a retest at that region, but the market fell down, came down, became and formed a W pattern here. So how do you identify W pattern? A very good W pattern is whereby the market has same level of heights of lows, like here. This first touch, then second touch. Not touch, guys. W. Very strong W here, a very big one. Then what happened? Boom. Then I told you guys the other time that when the market is forming a W pattern, this place is called a neckline. This place is called a neckline. You see? So whenever a W is broken, the market will normally tend to test, the market will tend to test where the neckline was broken. So this means it's a breakout and retest. That's what I was telling you guys. Like, you must know the structure. Structure is key. Again, here is a structure. Let's say you missed this trade. You're going to capture these edges again. Breakout of this region, structure, retest. Again, see? So you can also be trading using the structure. So structure is very good to trade with the structure. You can see again the structure here. Breakout, retest on the structure. Very nice W here. Boom, uptrend. See? See? So let's say right now you want to trade, let's say right now you want to trade this GJ. How do you trade it? So the first thing, identify where the structure is. Where is the structure? A structure is where the market has broken a low. Like here. Can see? That is a structure. That is our structure. So if this market comes to this region, then you can go to a lower time frame. You can go to 15 minutes chart, then you look for something called an M pattern. See? Can go to 15 minutes, you look for something called an M pattern. An M pattern. So this one is for GJ. This one is for GJ. So for example, if I want to see the overview, the market has actually broken the trend line. The market has broken the trend line. For example, here you can see when we are drawing, for example, here, the market actually broke the trend line. You see? So the market didn't came to the retest. No. Like tunaona kama hii nilikuwa nangojea retest hapa. Like kama ijaguza, you don't trade. Like this is the key thing, a retest. Because I was telling you guys, when the market broke trend line, to get a nice trade, you can get a retest of this area. And to get a very nice trade, you can get something called an M pattern. Retest, then again, retest again here. To form an M pattern. Then boom on a downtrend. That's a nice trade. That's a really good trade if you get that setup on a GJ. On a GJ. This one is on a GJ. So you can see, you can be trading, you can be just be focusing on that, on the structure. Because I'm seeing the GJ is moving very well. GJ is moving very well. GJ is moving very well, guys. It's moving very well. You can see GJ is moving very, very well. With the structure, you can make a nice trade. You can make a nice trade. You can make really a nice trade. You can see how the market just moving, just following the trend line. See how when the market breaks that level, then it's going to retest. So let me check another currency again. Let me check another currency. Another currency again is I think got mangalia that Chiro anasema Audi USD. Oh, Audi. Oh, this one is I thought it was gold. Audi works well. So if you want to trade Audi USD works well on swing trading. That's what I've realized with Audi USD. It moves so well and doesn't have more of news. It moves very well. It usually moves very well. So this one is GJ. This one is Audi USD. This is an Audi USD. So let me check first the H4 to see the overview of higher, of maybe long-term view of the market. So okay, someone is asking if the market breaks the TP, then the market breaks the trend line, where do you set the TP? You set the TP, it depends where the market has broken up. So if there's broken low, you set nearest low TP. Nearest the previous low. That's where you set the TP. See this one, guys. See how the market is moving. So I think right now, this market is still on a downtrend. this market is still on a downtrend because this year was our first touch, then second touch, then we had here our third touch here again. We had your third touch again, then we had here again, fourth touch again here. And then, so it's just waiting for this area, this region. See that? So that's how you want to swing. Let's say you bought it. Let's say you bought it here. Let's say you bought it here at 29 November. So 29 November till now, you're still on a downtrend. You see how you have hold that trade for almost that is 1 month. Exactly 1 month. That is exactly 1 month. That is exactly 1 month. That is exactly 30 days. So you can see you can hold trade for 30 days. You can hold a trade for 30 days. So you can hold trade for 30 days. For 30 days, if you have mastered on how the market moves. But for example, if you don't know how the market, if you don't know the market structure, then let's say you have bought it here. Then, for example, in news, hii lazima ilikuwa news. Ukiona big candle ya green one, hii ungeshtuka utoke useme kama market imereverse. Let me exit this market. Let me exit this market. Because maybe you don't know the structure, you don't know how the market moves, you don't know the long-term view of the market. So you tend to exit. You tend to exit the market. You tend to exit the market earlier without maximizing to take profits. So this is for, see how we have analyzed, just very simple, and I'm just waiting for that. So you can draw that, then you can lock here. You can lock here on the lock drawings. Then you'll be keep watching that chart. You'll be keeping watching that chart. So let's check maybe the structure. You can see here the market was just ranging. So when the market is ranging, try as much as possible to trade support and resistance. See? So you're going with the flow of the market. You see? Like back before, I used to trade like this. Like I used to like to trade maybe a certain system, you know. So I'm trading this system on so that system was a trending market. I was trading a system that was a trending market back before. So that system works well on a trending market. But for me, like I was just trading on a trending market. But for example, if I go to the market that was just ranging, I was just trading without understanding that right now we're on a phase of consolidation. So that time, most times I'll tend to get losing streaks. So most times when you get losing streaks is that the market doesn't work well with your system. That's or the market condition doesn't work well with your system. You see? You see, the market doesn't work well with the market condition. So actually, market condition nakwanga tu change, it may affect everything. But setting na changing forever. I changing it forever. Changing for some time too. Alafu market narudi. Sometimes this thing will fail. Kama hapa fail ikaenda like an M pattern, then it reversed again. Yeah. So this was for so right now, if you want to check this market long term yake is like this. Then ukienda 1 hour, I think itakuwa long sana. Itakuwa long sana. So itakuwa mbali. Unaona? Chezea tu kwa hizo. So this one is like our bus stops. I usually tell you guys bus stops. So uswai bot bus katikati ya barabara penye hakuna bus stop. Of course, the bus will not stop. This works well in the US. In the US, you can only board a bus at the bus stops only. Like, but in Kenya here, you can just maybe raise your hand at the middle of the road, then you can get the bus can actually take you. But in the US, you can only take. We have got maybe different bus stops. Bus stop A, B, C, D. I think that's how the Kenyan government is going to work with It's called what? BT. It's called what? BRT. Yes, called BRT. So you'll be only waiting for the bus station. You'll be only waiting for the bus on the BRT station only. We saw this on Tanzania. Tanzania, it has gone well with the BRT station. So you can only take a bus only at the BRT station only. So same thing like a train line. Only take trains where the market comes to the station, to the train line station. Okay, which another currency we check together? I see the time is running. Yes.
Is it true that wakati US dollar zinakuwa related na gold na pia wakati dollar either iko strong ama weak, kuna venye huwa ina affect stocks?
Kabisa. Unajua, because like, let me give you, I don't know if I can share my whiteboard here. I don't know if but I don't think it affects nini yangu recording. Okay. So let me share the whiteboard here. I'm trying to share here the whiteboard and check together whiteboard. Okay. I think now it's clear. Whiteboard. Just a minute. Just a minute here. Okay, now it's okay. Okay. I think now you're able to see. So this is what we were learning in the morning. This is what we're learning in the morning. Okay. So, whenever you see something called NASDAQ 100, because right now we are focusing, we are like tunataka tuangalie NASDAQ. What is this NASDAQ? Hata mimi nilikuwa nashanganga, like back before I used to think, what is NASDAQ? What is this NASDAQ 100? What is this NASDAQ 100? So, this NASDAQ 100, it comprises of 100 stocks of the US. One of the stock is Microsoft, Tesla, Berkshire, Coca-Cola. Only stocks in the US, the only big stocks in the US. Kuna Berkshire, Microsoft, Tesla. Which other stock in the US? We have so many stocks, but the big ones, the big stocks, really, like, it influences, it impacts the economy. Let's say, for example, Tesla. So, like, if you see this stock is for the US, 100 stocks. So ukisikia NASDAQ 100, whenever you hear about NASDAQ 100, so it is not that you are trading only one stock. Back before I used to think, oh, NASDAQ 100, oh, that is just one stock. NASDAQ 100 means you are trading 100 stocks in the US. So this means, Joseph, like, you've brought a very nice question. That will the US dollar, will the US dollar affect NASDAQ 100? Actually, it's true. Because this NASDAQ is backed up with the dollar. Because all these stocks in the US. So if something happens bad, in the US dollars, it's going to affect NASDAQ. Like for example, when the US dollars, when Trump won the president, NASDAQ ilikuwa ina sell to sell because dollar ilikuwa very strong. No, dollar was very strong by that time. Tesla by that time ilikuwa ina like rise price. Elon Musk by that time alisema make 20 times of the stock rise 20 times. Vile tu alisema tu win president by that time, akasema tu win president. So vile stock ya Tesla iligain, so unaona sasa like ili affect sana. It really affected NASDAQ. So that's why uliona Nasdaq like ilikuwa in that time in a move. So that's why you get most those people are South African traders. Most South African traders, they'll tend to trade in Nasdaq during the New York Open. I think there's one guy in South Africa called Forex Broker Killer. He's trading 1 minute strategy of Nasdaq. I don't know how he's trading. He's trading 1 minute strategy of Nasdaq. That guy is very rich. I think he's one of the richest guy. I think he's one of the richest traders in South Africa. Yeah. But he looks poor. He looks poor on a dressing code, but he has got so many cars. He has got so many cars. I don't know how this guy his life it is. You can look for him. He's called Forex Broker Killer. He trade only Nasdaq. So you think most South African traders, they trade Nasdaq. I think for them, they know that they love volume. I think those people love volume, because when you love volume, you go to something that goes maybe higher volume, that goes very fast. So you can have a $100 account, then you can hold a trade for 1 month, then you can end up with maybe $5,000 with the $100 account only, because you'll be taking trades, adding position on where the buy stop is, maybe on a trend line or maybe on a moving average. See, you'll be taking only trades on those regions. So and you see how the Nasdaq is moving. So just imagine unachukuanga in every station unachukua maybe 3 trades ya 0.01. Hapa like we don't trade in Nasdaq, you don't trade na 0.0. 0.01 is a lot on Nasdaq. So you'll be taking all those trades on those stations, maybe 3 position, 2 position, 3 position. Then, for example, you get a very good month. You get maybe a 5 bar station. You can see you can make that $5,000 very easily, and how the market is moving. So to answer you, Joseph, like the US dollars fluctuation affect Nasdaq. Yeah. Yeah. So it affects Nasdaq because it's composed of 100 US stocks. Yeah, it comprises of 100 US stocks. Yeah, 100 US stocks in the US. So that's why napatanga, that's why you get in effect sana. So if kama umekuwa ukitamani, for example, to trade stocks, I think Nasdaq is best to trade stocks. Yeah, Nasdaq. Because I remember one time kuna jamaa aliniambia, I only trade stocks. I only trade stocks. So you can trade stocks. You can trade stocks to Nasdaq. Nasdaq is one of the best. Ni kama sasa useme kwa currencies. In currencies, which one is the best? Which one is the best currency to trade? Unasikia mtu anakuambia GJ, mwingine anakuambia GU, mwingine anakuambia I think ni hiyo tu. Mwingine anakuambia because yini niko na volume GJ ama GU. Most people wanasemanga GJ, GU on currencies. Aya, ukienda kwa stocks, mtu anakuambia which is the best stock to trade? Then anakuambia Nasdaq because iko hapo on the top. It's at the top there. It's at the top. Yes, another question. Yes. Yeah.
Wakati mtu ana trade all those tuseme currency stocks na gold. Watu wanapatanga wapi hizi political news live za forex zenye zina affect market, hata kama ina short term? Unapata tuseme for example kumekuwa na earthquake ama kumekuwa new policy kama kwa US government, unapata maybe imeaffect market for 2 to 3 days. Isipopate on a wrong side of the wakati policy imechange na una still hold, upate umeenda a lot of negative. Ukihold na ujui kuna vitu zimechange.
Okay, Joseph. That's a very nice question. So in the forex market, we normally have a forex factory. The first thing in a forex factory, but if forex factory haikuangi na ile ya like immediately kama yenye happen kesho, like haikuangi na ile like concurrent. You normally call it concurrent, something that is going to happen, or something is going to happen in the next 3 hours, something like that. So kuna kwa na Forex Factory, but hii Forex Factory haikuangi na hiyo immediate kwa question yao nauliza. But sasa the best thing inaweza kuambia kuna internet bloomberg.com. bloomberg.com. I think it answer for you. Yeah, this one nitakusaidia. Sana sana hata kwa stocks. Sana sana kwa stocks, hii Forex Factory inakuanga sana sana ni ya Forex. Hii ni ya Forex. Sasa hii inakuanga sana sana na Forex na Bloomberg. Unaita spelling is called Bloomberg. I think the spelling is correct. Bloomberg. Wako na TV pia inaitwa Bloomberg TV. Ukitaka site yao unaenda bloomberg.com. Unaangalia nini yao. Hebu bora tuangalie sahi actually. Tunaweza angalia actually sahi actually. Tunaweza angalia actually sahi. Let me stop share this and then we see bloomberg.com. Acha niweke alafu ni share sahi tu. bloomberg.com. Nakwanga sana sana ya news and every news tena kaida kuja. Oh man. Economics, just a minute. I'm going to share this right now. I'm going to share it right now. So inakuanga current. Zamani nilikuwa napenda kuwatch TV yao. Nilikuwa napenda kuwatch TV ya Bloomberg. Wanga tukani. Nakwambia news yenye ina happen tu saa hii. I don't know. Hiyo site yao inaitwanga bloomberg.com something. I'm trying to see here. bloomberg.com. Acha nikipata the link ya hiyo news because right now inanipea tu like news, like current news of what's happening right now. I think that natumia link exactly ya ndio unaona S&P 500. Pia guys kuna something kuna S&P 500. Hiyo pia ni stock. Hiyo pia ni S&P 500. So hiyo unaweza angalia unaweza angalia hiyo kwa nini bado. Unaweza angalia bado kwa Forex. So unaweza angalia bloomberg.com. Can search that bloomberg.com. Aya, Joseph anasema something here. Anasema Douglas anasema Amazon. Yeah, Amazon pia is a stock. The stock in the US. Yeah, Amazon pia ni stock. Aya, na forexlive.com ama news usaidia ama yes, hizo pia usaidia. Hizo pia usaidia. So long as tu ni news yenye inakupea coming news kwa market. So long as tu inakupea any upcoming news in the market. That's a good trade. So kuna Nasdaq, kuna hii Nasdaq, tulikuwa tumeangalia Nasdaq na kuna S&P. Sijui kama trading vya kuna S&P 500. S&P 500. Hii pia ni stock bado. So unaweza decide to trade S&P 500 ama Nasdaq, something like that. S&P 500 I'm looking for Oanda na sioni, but FXTM ukiona imeandikwa FX something inakuanga pia ni fit poa pia. FXTM. So S&P 500. Hii pia ni stock. So kama unataka, so if you want to trade maybe this year pia stocks, be free. Explore, adventure huko. You never know, maybe inaweza kuwa maybe Nasdaq it was waiting for you. Maybe Nasdaq was waiting for you 2025. You want to flip the accounts. Yes. Nimeshare screen kama kweli. Have I shared? Bado sija share screen guys. Let me share the screen guys. Sorry. Man. I will not share the screen. Okay. Now it's clear. Okay guys. Maybe just question before tumalizie. Naona time imeenda. Sasa ni 30. Nilikuwa specific nimezatiwe 30 once. Maybe one question. So yes.
Hey, happy new year.
Yes, happy new year, happy new year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Okay, my question is, unaona tuko holidays. Okay, we are still holidays kwa sababu we are still in the holidays kwa sababu leo ni second. Sasa nauliza kaa saa hii wakati wa holidays, tuseme kutoka saa ile holidays zilianza mpaka saa hii, ni wakati gani market huwa ina normalize inarudi vile ilikuwa? Kaa saa hii pengine maybe inaweza danganya sana. When do market makers will come back?
For now, wanasemanga like kuna ile there is normally that we call the perception of forex. We normally call perception. Wanasemanga like, oh, don't trade until date 15. Don't trade until date 15. But me naona like market is moving. Market is moving from market has been moving very well from 2024 market was just moving very well. 24 market moved very well. 25 we didn't have trade. 26 the market was perfect, performing setup vizuri. 26 it was setup 26 setup perform vizuri. 7. So I think for me like the market is just moving unless it's bank holiday. Unless it's bank holiday. Yeah, the market is just moving very well. Kama leo ungepata trade, if today you have gotten a trade today, ingeenda poa, ingeenda vizuri. Leo kama trade ingeenda vizuri unge.
I think you are right kwa sababu mimi nilikuwa naangalia market over hiyo 24 23 26. Naona normally nashindwa what is happening na ni holidays. So nilikuwa nashindwa what is happening.
Oh, ulikuwa nashindwa ni juu mimi nilishangaa. Juu I remember in 2023, niangalia market is moving very well. 24 ilikuwa imetulia tu nikaona I saw the setup. Market ilikuwa imebounce tu kwa trend line. Nikasema let me try this trade just for the sake. 24. And the market came and went on my favor. Nikachukua kama ilikuwa na 35 pips. So then first market ikakuwa slack, lakini unaona today unaona market is moving. Today market imeenda tu vizuri. See, like today ukiangalia kama GU today, huwezi sema ati market maker haja participate kwa market today because the market kuna volume. Today the market imekuwa na volume. Unaona? Just imagine this. You can't say this. Huwezi sema hii ni traders peke yake. Imagine this one is today. Huwezi sema hawa ni traders only. Yeah, we'll see those are traders. Yes.
I was checking on a certain tutorial, a certain CEO, a certain New York. The certain tutorial aliupload akasema, especially during the end of the year and the beginning of the year, most of our market makers and investors wana invest a lot kwa sababu that's the time wanapewa bonuses.
Oh yeah. I remember I learned that somewhere actually. Hata bring that point but then nikakumbuka but I remember I learned then. Actually someone na pia nimesikia maybe on a podcast. I've seen most on the podcast for interviewing traders. Wanakuanga na hizo nini talks. Yeah. But certainly nimesikia hivyo na but the bonuses. But that's true. That's true. I think pia maybe when you learn at least information. That's true, but I think on invest a lot, you wapate more bonuses on happy new year, on maybe the end of the year. Yeah. I think that's correct, but I think that's correct. They invest a lot on the happy new year. So from tomorrow, but a trade, just trade it. Trade. Kama uko na pro farm, but a trade tomorrow, take that trade. Usiogope kutrade. Yeah. I remember last I had passed a pro farm challenge. So nikajiambia kuna hiyo perception, there's that perception that you can't trade until date 15. I remember vile date 15 ilifika nikajiambia kama ningekuwa nachukua hizo matrade sasa ndio ningekuwa nimepass phase 1. Juu mati ilikuwa inatouch vizuri naenda, then nikajiuliza hii inakuanga ni kama tu, I think ni kama tu like a propaganda. It's kind of like a propaganda too. It's kind of like a propaganda honestly. Ile tu perception ya traders nini, market iko hivi nini, kind of like that. So I think for me market makers or trade to only on date 1st na 25 na any bank holiday of that country. I think that is the only time market maker au participate kwa market. Participate kwa market. Lakini some hizi zingine za participate hata kama ni time kidogo, they participate. They participate in the market. Because imagine wanasema like Steve Mora alisema for one market to move 1 pip at lazima like wamepull $1 billion. $1 billion for the market to move 1 pip. So you can just imagine like how many traders wanaweza afford hizo volume zote, unless kama institution traders ama hedge fund traders ama banks. Those are the only ones. Those are the only ones who can afford the market, the nini, who can afford to move the market. No, yeah, those are the only people